20 metres at the weekend. It went pap.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm surprised to hear that because they are a classic design. The capacitors in there, the tunable capacitors, well, the whole lot's fantastic. I even think a lot of the components in there are silver coated. So I can't think how you managed to, or how it actually happened, Alvin. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be an easy repair for you. Choose some cheaper wires, please.
Well, I've repaired it, but the SWR meter's hitting the install. And I've got 1-to-1 SWR. There is a preset capacitor. I might have a go at that. Cheerio.
Sounds as though you've blown the movement up on the meter itself, the coil on the meter, Alvin.
No, negative. No, both meters are moving completely, and the SWR should be reading exactly 0 or 1.
Yeah, okay, and obviously it's not doing that. Anyway, I'm sure a dummy load is a good thing to test it on. Okay, cheers, Alvin. Take care.
Yeah, cheerio. I'll have another crack at it later. Simply.
Okay, bye.
Oh, yes, well, yes, that's right. Eventually, yes. Have to let them settle first. Yeah. Anyway, good to talk to you, and hopefully speak on, what's it? Oh, Monday, isn't it? Next Monday.
Yeah, the time for BT is between 8 and 1 o'clock. If it's working fine, so I expect you'll hear a copy of 8 o'clock. I've got to terminate.
Right.
700. I didn't do that. I went another way. Anyway, wish you all the best, Charlie. Nice to work. Yes, good sort of clear audio. Have you spoke to what's his name? Chapel St. Leonard's. Oh, got it in my head. How daft is that? I just got it in my head. I don't know, can't remember. Got it in my head.
Yeah, Peter JMZ.
That's it. Peter JMZ. You spoke to him on it, Charlie?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I spoke to him last night, actually. Yeah, I spoke to him last night. He's always got cracking audio here. I don't know why. He doesn't seem to have any processors or anything in it. I don't know what he's got, but he always seems to have a very good, clear, very loud audio fall over.
Yeah, we've got that very loud, booby voice, haven't you? I've heard him on other radios. It doesn't sound any different. It just went in my head, Peter, JMZ. Of course, I've worked there for a few years. Anyway, I'll say 7-3 to you, Charlie. And as I said, nice to work. Yeah, see what you do. Give it a week or so, and you'll master the thing. Did you buy it from the local emporium? Is the last question I wish to ask.
Say it again, Paul, over.
Did you get it from the local emporium up in the Walsall?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I did, yeah. I bought most of my stuff from him up there. He always seems pretty good. Always delivers on the ball. Free delivery, so don't complain.
That's where most of the 90% of my stuff has come from there. There's odd bits I haven't, like the DMR stuff, which didn't do anything that I wanted at the time, and a few other little bits and pieces. But I even bought the Icon power supply this week, because the one I was using, though it's 50 amps, it used to just chuck the main section. I think it's the little sensor that turns the fan on fails or something, and it gets hot, overheats and shuts down. Anyway, all the best, Charlie 73 G7TGK. 25 years ago, 26 years ago, when you was at college. I do you want it, 27 would it be? Yeah, 27 years ago, I was at college with you, doing that. And of course you passed straight away. And I had to go to the following December. I did it again, failed again, and then a year later, 2005, I was there. So yeah, 1994, I think you passed yours. That's a long time ago. Good night, 7-3. Good night. I'm going to have a kid with it, and been on all night. 7-3. That's the 7TGK service email.
Yeah, Roger Paul. Okay, 7-3, mate. Yeah, it was 1994. Catch up with you, bye.
Cheers. I'm going to tell you, Charlie. 7-3.
Yeah, cheers.
Have you finished the netball?
Well, I have, but I can have a word with you.
Well, I've only just woken up. I'm such a sleepyhead. Lovely signal anyway. So, there, I've got my card stamped then. G3ZPA.
G3ZPA, 0 Whiskey Lima Golf, yeah. Winded it up sort of thing, but I will say hello to you, Dave. Massive signal, 40 over nearly, and I will speak to you very soon. Have a good day, Dave.
Thanks, Paul. Off we go, back to bed.
Yeah, I'm going to get definitely go get 10-3.
Okay, and bacon sandwiches.
I wish.
Yeah, 73 Paul. Just looking at where Charlie was at first shot. Oh, yes. Can follow the signal, that's all, Equity. M0 PAR.
It needs a bit of bass, that's all. Just a bit of bass, a bit of 100, a little bit more of 100. Look at the band scope to see what his audio's like, the best way. I don't know, on a hat green or somewhere. Soon get it. Add a bit of 100, don't add anything below that. Because only the whales will hear it. So 73 Roy, I see you, 0 PAR, Golf 0 Whiskey Golf.
Yeah, enjoy a cup of tea. Don't drop off the sleep drink, then.
I won't do that. I went to my cup the other day and borrowed some tea bags in it. I got a cup I have for tea and a cup I have for coffee. Anyway, I goes to the teacup, borrows some tea bags in it, put some water in and sort of walks away, goes back to it. I thought I never put milk in it. I smelled it, I smelled coffee. Somebody had put a cappuccino satay in my teacup, so I had coffee. I drank it. I thought it would be disgusting, but it didn't seem to be too bad. Anyway, all the best, Roy. Take care. 0 PAR, T-Service, Lima Golf.
Yeah, bye.
Only outside Europe, please. Secure David X-ray. Only outside Europe. Kilo Charlie 3, Mike Sugar again. Roger, Kilo Charlie 3, Mike Sierra Echo, Bay 73, Martin. Thank you very much for the call. Your report is 57, 5 and 7 in my KTH at west of France, Martin. Kilo Charlie 3, Mike Sugar Echo, Florida 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform. Thank you, Martin, for 5 and 4 in Silver Spring in Mike Delta USA 73, my friend, and good luck, good DX. Kilo Charlie 3, Mike Sugar Echo, Florida 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform, bye-bye, 73, Martin. Roger, 73, thank you very much. Cheers and outside Europe, Florida number 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform. Foxtrot number 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform, outside Europe, please. CQDX, CQ David X-Ray, CQ Delta X-Ray only outside Europe. CQ David X-Ray, CQDX. Here is Foxtrot 5, Papa, America, Uniform. Florida 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform. Caroline, CQDX. CQ David X-Ray only outside Europe. Foxtrot 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform. Florida 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform, only outside Europe. Have a whiskey 2, whiskey number 2 again, please. Again, the call, the suffix, whiskey 2. CQDX, CQ David X-Ray, CQ Delta X-Ray only outside Europe. CQ David X-Ray, CQDX. Here is Foxtrot 5, Papa, America, Uniform. Florida 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform. Caroline, CQDX. CQ David X-Ray only outside Europe. Foxtrot 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform. Florida 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform, only outside Europe. Il y a vraiment des débiles. CQDX, CQ David X-Ray, CQ Delta X-Ray only outside Europe. CQ David X-Ray, CQDX. Here is Foxtrot 5, Papa, America, Uniform. Florida 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform. Caroline, CQDX. CQ David X-Ray only outside Europe. Foxtrot 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform. Florida 5, Papa, Alpha, Uniform, only outside Europe.
Décidément, il vous en veut, celui-là.
Ouais, mais ça me dérange pas trop. Il en aura marre avant moi, hein. J'entends quand même, je fais des QSO quand même. Je réponds pas à la stupidité par une attitude stupide également. Donc il peut continuer, ça me dérange pas, à chi.
Ok, hein, c'est comme c'est bravo, effectivement. Je vous écoute depuis un certain temps, là, depuis ZF4 RMF, que j'entendais aussi, mais bon, je suis pas équipé pour le DX. Voilà, allez, bonne chance, prénom et Luc.
Ouais, là il écoute un petit peu l'espèce d'imbécile là. Ouais, ok Luc, vous êtes 59 chez moi, il n'y a pas de problème Luc. Très bien. Moi ouais, bon, moi j'ai un simple dipôle rotatif, mais bon, il est à la bonne hauteur, il est à 22 mètres. Voilà, voilà Luc, 73 QRO, F6 Bravo Québec uniforme, ici F5 PAU.
Oui, ok. Ok, 5 PAU, S6 PQ de retour. Oui, bah, j'ai également un dipôle, mais bon, il est un petit peu moins haut, il est qu'à 10 mètres. Mais j'entendais ZF4 RMF tout à l'heure, hein, 52 à peu près, bon, ça fait quand même une sacrée différence. Voilà. Bien, bah écoutez, je vous souhaite une... Eh oui, le QTH, c'est au nord-ouest de Strasbourg, à 20 km au nord-ouest de Strasbourg. Allez, 73 QRO, bonne chance, je vous laisse.
Ouais, c'est sûr que la hauteur de l'antenne, c'est primordial. Hein. Pour tirer bas sur l'horizon, faut être à une demi-longueur d'onde. Hein. Voilà, ça fait une vingtaine de mètres. Moi, il est à 22 mètres et ça tire beaucoup plus bas. ZL4 RMF, il arrivait très fort, il était 59 chez moi. 73, à très bientôt, Luc. F6 Bravo Québec uniforme, ici F5 PAU.
Ouais, ok. Allez, 73 QRO.
CQDX, CQ David X-Ray, CQ Delta X-Ray only outside Europe. CQ David X-Ray, CQDX. Here is Foxtrot 5, Papa America uniform. Florida 5, Papa Alpha uniform. Caroline CQDX, CQ David X-Ray only outside Europe. Foxtrot 5, Papa Alpha uniform. Florida 5, Papa Alpha uniform only outside Europe. Again, the call. Echo America 7, Juliet Tango, it's Tokyo, the last letter Tokyo. Yes, okay, Echo Alpha 7, Juliet Bravo Kilo, Bay 73, thank you very much. You 5 and 8, 58 for your serial report in my QTH at West of France. The name here is Frank. Foxtrot Romeo Alpha November Kilowatt. Echo Alpha 7, Juliet Bravo Kilo. Florida 5, Papa Alpha Uniform. Florida 5, Papa America Uniform. QSL. Roger, Roger. Thank you, Rosé. Thank you for taking my call from Sevilla, Spain. And up to see you soon. Base 73. Echo Alpha 7, Juliet Bravo Kilo, Florida 5, Papa Alpha Uniform. CQDX, CQ David X-Ray, CQ Delta X-Ray only outside Europe. CQ David X-Ray, CQDX. Here is Foxtrot 5, Papa America Uniform. Florida 5, Papa Alpha Uniform. Caroline CQDX, CQ David X-Ray only outside Europe. Foxtrot 5, Papa Alpha Uniform. Florida 5, Papa Alpha Uniform only outside Europe. Appel général, appel bande 40. Appel général bande 40, Florida 5, Paris Alpha et Uniforme. Foxtrot 5, Paris, Alpha, uniforme, appel borne 40. Appel général borne 40, Florida 5, Papa, Alpha, uniforme. Appel 40 mètres et écoute. On a un ciel gris, un petit peu de vent qui vient de la mer là et de l'humidité. Donc je crois qu'on va encore avoir quelques averses de pluie orageuses certainement dans la journée.
Yeah, I can work it, Jerry.
Oh, sorry, it's me to stand by me. Apologies, guys.
Yeah, G0JMZ. How copy, Peter? G10JJ. You're 5 and 9 here, over.
Peter, where you going?
He generally goes when he says he's going, Jerry. Yeah, he's gone.
I didn't think there'd be any NTG.
He was coming through tipping the 5 and 9, mate, over.
Okay, who else called? Anybody? LA08, K40. No, I need to clear anyway. Ralph, I'll catch you shortly, alright? But I need to go to the boys' room.
Copy.
LA08, apologies, all. Adrian, good morning. Did you get that, Ralph? Yeah, thanks, Ralph, did you get that? Where you gone, G10JJ?
Pour l'instant, pas de vent. Et on nous annonce quand même une petite période de beau temps. Donc,
have a tractor up as well. All we had was horses, and now look at the technology. Tractors are driving themselves and costing 100,000 quid a piece, you know, and things like that. The combines 400,000 probably. So it's all mind-boggling if you think about it. But of course, you have to think it today, don't you? Think today. It's no good looking back and thinking, well, that only cost 1 and 6. And now it's 25 quid. So you just have to go along with it. But it is quite amazing. But yeah, fantastic. Oh well, Alec, when you get a few more years and the grey matter deteriorates a bit more, you'll have someone there to help you out with no problem, Alec. Cheers, GAWHR G6NKL.
Well, that's right, but the trouble is, of course, he's only pressing buttons. His hand-eye motor skills aren't very good. His handwriting is diabolical. You can't read what he's written. But because all he has to do is press the keyboard, that him and all the kids are the same. You know, I was thinking brilliant, he's only 5, but they'll all be the same. They're doing phonics at school, and so he could recognise the button and press it. It's on his mum's smartphone. When you think about it, it's a doddle for them. When we had to learn how to hold a pen, well, we had to dip it in the inkwell in my day, to write and what have you. You were a long time before you could send messages, but absolute doddle for them. I couldn't believe it when and he put his name, Oliver, and he spelled Wood, because it's taken the 2 surnames you have to do in Spanish, Motor Wood. Wood, just W-D, Wood. It was obvious, isn't it?
Well, I always said about the English language is the worst language there is, isn't it? You know, things like, I can't think what, like, you know, like a pheasant, you spell it with a P and not an F, you know? But, yeah, he done well. I'm just trying to think, Oliver. Yeah, that... I'm going to get this middled up. Sergio Oliver. Is that Jenny's son? Yeah, that's Jenny's son, is it, Alec, over?
Yeah, Oliver is the 5-year-old of Jenny's, and Sergio is must be about 3 now. And Arlo is Hella's. So Oliver's actually had a bit of time in school despite all the lockdown. And he can spell his own name perfectly, of course, because everything is labelled with his name to go to school. But he couldn't get the first part of his surname, Motor, right. But he spelled it M-O-T-E-R phonetically. So it's funny in Spain. The kids adopt both surnames, Derek.
Oh, okay, yeah, interesting that one. Oh, good. Oh, well, at least he's up to speed, Alec, with everything. That's the main thing, isn't it? Better than starting school and way behind other people, so at least he's up to speed there. So that's all good. And it is amazing that it's 5. I always say you look back 5 years, it's no time at all, is it? But if you talk about 5 years into the future, it seems a hell of a long way off. But in reality, it ain't very far. When you look back 5 years, it's like a blink of an eye, isn't it? So, great. Crikey, it's 29. I'd like to disappear, Alec. I'll catch you tomorrow, mate. Cheers.
Okay, yeah, it's 22. You'll be in trouble with the station manager. 88 to Dorothy. Bye, Derek. Bye, everyone. Just listen briefly. If not called, pulling the plug.
and the hot lemon and whatever. But yeah, I'm just looking at Matt Green at the moment. It's that grey purple haze that's over it. So I guess conditions are not that great for all the other people this morning. Signals aren't as high as I'd expect them to be on Matt Green. And yeah, I shouted out a few times after 8 o'clock, 8.2 and 8.5, and I wasn't hearing anybody. And I think Jay must have just heard me shouting, just as I'd switched off. Unfortunately, I'd left Matt Green on, and I heard him, so he had to come back in and switch all the radios on. That's how it happened this morning, Jay. But we were also late. I think it was about 20 past or something like that when Jerry and I made contact, something like that, 20 past, 25 past. Anyway, good to see you this morning. You've got to keep taking the tablets, as they say, and coming on. But we're well away from the guys that would normally bother us, so I can see them on Matt Green. They're doing their own thing on 378. So back to you, Terry. G4WNW.
GGI listening, goodbye.
Yes, I heard you, Rob. Good morning, Rob. 2 Echo Zero GGI, and there was another. It might have been Jerry calling back in. 2 Echo Zero GGI. Yeah, it's only since I had this damn flu jab last week that this has materialised, and it can happen, can't it? And you know, if I knew that was the reason, I'd say, well, yeah, fair enough. That's that's part of the course. I've got it through that, but for it to come back exactly the same time of the year as it did last year, do the same thing, go and come back, sore throat, blah, 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 sneezing, without it being the flu jab, you'd think, well, bloody hell, it's ridiculous. Anyway, quickly, just hang on, Rob, I've got you. You're not going to fade out on me, that's for sure. So stand by a second. Was that you coming back in, Jerry? Or?
Yeah, okay. Caught me at a bad time, actually. I was just changing people from and I couldn't find the other end of the job. But anyway, you can figure out there's a little there we are. Yeah, you got riding around on the bike, Terry, and you're there, Terry. And it lies in wait for you every winter. But anyway, there we are. Okay, so he's at the back of the shed there. There's no coffee on you today. So, Terry has, but it's very weak at the moment. Weather changes. There we are.
Yeah, fine, okay, yeah. Fine. And yeah, good signal, 5 and 9 plus. And I'll call Robin in a sec. I watched a film last night, Norma and I, off the Sky Movies, I think it was. This is for you, Craig. Well, it's for you also, for all of you. It was an Irish film made in Ireland, and it was. I can't remember the full title, but the last word is something about horses, and it's about a gang in Southern Ireland and a sort of a hard man that looked after them. He was, we couldn't understand the damn word of it because it was broad Irish, and we struggled through it. It was like looking through a book and just looking at the pictures instead of reading the writing. Couldn't understand the word they were saying. Something and horses.
My 5 foot square. There went the attenuator then for a sec. I don't know if you heard it, but anyway. And I can sort of wipe with a sponge, water off that in the morning. So I think it's something in this little amplifier just doesn't like damp or sort of cooler temperatures. So I might have a look at that at some point. It's not really. So it's coming on again. Hang on. I don't know if it's it has reduced the power. Let me turn it off. No, it's staying. Staying on, wait a minute. Staying on. I reckon I'll have to, I've gone back to barefoot. I think I'll have to do something about that at some stage. But anyway, back to you, John. G0, I'm sorry to hear about Brian, by the way. I'm not entirely surprised, really, but hopefully they'll manage to sort something out. G0 GWK G4OBB.
G4OBB, G0 GWK. Yeah, well, he was saying the last week or so that he was expecting to go into hospital, but I suppose the fact that he just got that big word, they have to something straight away. But hopefully he'll do too. Certainly hope so. And well, I don't know whether you believe in his territory, whether you believe in it or not. Because I'm quite sure the person who with the amplifier around here, Eddie, active 9, you won't really well to amplifier, so Eddie knows the difference between half and 1 and all the computers there were not working. So he would have been the same at Randall Library, all on the same system. So I just had time to go in the library, be told the computers weren't working, come out, and the bus station now is right by the library. So I went to the bus station, and the bus back came within a few minutes. So I spent about 10 minutes sorting out in Newbury.
What?
Quite long enough in Newbury anyway. So I could have done some shopping, but I just couldn't be bothered. I wasn't in the mood for it. So I came straight back. What else have I done this week?
R1.
Up the road. Got a bit wet yesterday evening.
R1.
Just a mile each way.
R1.
No, not even a mile. We didn't go on the grass track. Just up the tarmacy bit. And it was drizzling. And on and off as well. It wasn't drizzling all the time. It would come on and go off, and come on and go off. Oh, we had a bit of thunder yesterday afternoon as well. There was one clap of thunder, never heard any more, just that one. And that was it.
R1, R1.
Back to you, G0GWK.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I've left the amplifier on because I want to see what's going to happen with this this attenuator thing. It's gone off again now. It's something causing it to trigger. So I can disconnect it, but it's been doing it for a while actually, probably about a year or more. You know, sometimes it sort of switches itself on even when you're receiving, which it's a bit strange. But anyway, I think I heard it click again then, that it didn't actually come back on. It's very sort of intermittent. To be fair, it doesn't really do an awful lot. It's the idea is to stop you kind of overdriving the amplifier, but you can't really. There it goes again. Let's turn it off. Put the power back up. You can't really overdrive it anyway, so it's a bit pointless. But yeah, I was running with about 15 watts of drive. That gives me 400 out. So I've put the power back up to 100 now. Anyway, well, as regards things like prayer, well, you know, I wouldn't say I'm a religious person, John, but I am a spiritual person, without any doubt, you know, without any doubt at all. I know many years ago, I had what they call an out-of-body experience, where I drifted away from my body. And I know it was real, it wasn't a dream, I know it happened. I don't know why it happened. I wasn't in any sort of mortal danger or anything, but, you know, the various things that have occurred since leads me to believe that this isn't the one and only life. Now, you can call it religion or whatever you wish, but yeah, I'll certainly say a prayer for Brian for his speedy recovery, and hope that the powers.
Craig, you're a bit light before, but just wondering if you're hearing me. Stroke mobile. Over to you, Craig. Over. Oh, yeah, Craig, I got most of that. You give me a 5x7, I think, Craig. And, yeah, but I heard you hand it back, and I lost a bit of what you were saying. But yeah. So, yeah, good morning to Keith, and a good morning to Terry there. And, yeah, struggling just a little bit with you there. You're just on the noise level, so you're in and out, a bit like Terry said, a small voice in the noise there, but you're definitely making the trip, Craig. So I'll throw it over to Terry and see how things work out there. G4 West Northwest 20 GGI. Over to you, Terry. Over.
Yeah, okay, Rob. Yeah, you're obviously. He's only about 4 or 5 miles from me, Jerry. So we have more or less a ground plane copy. Same with Keith. I wouldn't say it's ground plane because we've noticed different signal strengths. Keith's probably about 15 miles away. But there's definitely changes in days, you know, when it's stronger than others. So we're still not on 80. We're still not on ground plane. On 10, we're not so bad. It seems to be pretty consistent on 10 with Keith. And the one of the reasons I'm never the best signal to Ireland is I'm on the end of the doublet. I'm talking to you at the pointy end, not broadside on. So I'm right on the edge. The end of it's pointing there. southwest. So it's getting towards the edges, the squashy bit. I guess I'm best down into a bit further south into Wales and down south. Yeah, so that's it really. There's not much. The fly was even more of a fly on that last over, Craig. You are there, yeah, to me. But help me! Round to you, Keith. G4WNW.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and you're right, Craig. Still down in the noise with me, also the same as Rob. It's a shame we just can't hear him, as you say. Just getting the odd word now and then, but that's it. But I believe he's picking us up 5 and 6, 5 and 7, so that's no problem at all. Right, well, it's time for me to leave. I've got to get out of here and do the usual thing and take the dog out. And I was late to the 4, so it's lucky we've had half an hour anyway, so that's good this morning. So I wish everybody 73 this morning. Go and get me a cup of tea. Not had a cup of tea yet. Sat in the dressing gown and get ready and get the dog out for a walk and get all the rest of it. I shall endeavour to be on later on, so I'll be on about 4 o'clock or thereabouts if anybody else is around. And it's good to talk to you this morning, Jerry. That's nice. All the best to you, Craig, even though I can't hear you. And I'll catch the rest of you guys later. 2 Echo Zero Fox Delta Sugar. Now pulling the plug. I'll put it back to you, Terry, G4WNW.
Yeah, 73's Keith. All the best. I'll catch you later on, probably. And I'll get myself dosed up with some honey and lemon and stuff like that today. See if I can get this rawness off my throat. It's really raw. And round to you, Jerry, for anything. I know you want to go, and I'll pull the plug now. It's 9 o'clock. So, considering I only came on at, gone 8:30, I'm lucky, really. It's a bit of a bonus for me, especially hearing you this morning, Jerry. I hear you on a Sunday, down the band, and I have listened a few times, and I hear your voice, of course, talking on, is it around 347 or something like that? And I know you're well wrapped up in your Sunday QSO, so I don't call in and break in or anything like that, but I know you're on a Sunday, and I've heard you a few times. You've not called in on here for a while, so it's nice to hear you again, Jerry. Around to you for a final, and I'll clear off then. Just listen once round. I'll listen to the fly, and then I'll listen to Rob, and I'll get going. Echo India 9DZ, G4WNW.
Yeah, okay. The sore throat, too much singing in the bath, Terry. That's your problem. Yeah, okay. And I don't know whether Craig would be like to be called the fly now. He'll be getting his own back on you later, I'm sure. Ah, dear. Anyway, there you are, Terry. Good old signal from you. Yeah, what's his name? Rob is a very, very strong signal here. So, there we are. I don't say aerial configuration really from this band as regards directivity. You'd need to be about halfway banked up in the air before you get anything like the patterns you see in the book. With our aerials that are quite low, well, and what's about 50 feet in the air here, it just works it all over the sky and it bounces back down wherever. But I don't think there's much of a pattern off it. That you could say the technical at the height our aerials are. But there you go. That's the way it is, I guess. But just that we must be on very good ground over there in Warrington. But you're all very close together. I didn't realise you're all so close together. So you're on the ground wave. Not the ground, but the ground wave there. You're all copying one another on the ground wave. So that's still very important. But there you go. Anyway, it's good to hear you all. And your own map is still going anyway. And I don't get up all that early lately. But but Sunday mornings I'm up usually for the mixed ethics match. I know all the guys down there very well. A lot of them anyway. So there you go. No, nothing else. Really finished the report here, Terry. So good to know all is well with you and Norma. And as I say, I think you're going to treat yourself with honey and lemon and something. So that's the best way to be, I think. Okay, 7 go round. I'll let you have a word or try and contact Whiskey mobile there, but I'm going to head off with the breakfast. So good to hear you all, and wash your hands and stay safe and wear your mask and all the rest of it. And good morning to Keith, I think he's just gone. Okay, back to come to then, Terry. Go for West-Northwest CI9DZ. Cheers.
Yeah, fine, okay, Jerry. Drop down a little bit now, well, just over the 9. I mean, a good signal still, but a little bit down on what you were before. Reading a good article last week on Nevis antennas, and a very learned guy on the internet, I can't remember the page now, but a very scientific delve into Nevis propagation and skywave and stuff, and the result was that the best height for a Nevis antenna is between 25 and 30 feet. It's still okay at 35, and it starts to diminish as a Nevis, the skywave, as you get above 35. But the best sort of distance is between 25 and 30 feet, which does obviously intentionally squirt it up in the air, like you said, and which is ideal, which is exactly what I'd be looking for when I put this other antenna, the loop up. 300 miles, 350, 400 miles limit. I'm not looking at DX. I'll do the hex beam, I guess, but. It's amazing. If you try and put it too high, you still get good reports, but they diminish as far as what we call in italics local contacts. UK and European. It's all very interesting, isn't it? And it can drive your crackers, Jerry. It really can. You've no idea what sort of nulls and patterns and peaks you're getting on these antennas, on wires, at these sorts of heights. It's suck it and see, isn't it? 73s anyway. Stay safe and all the best to Reader, and nice to hear you today, Jerry. And round to the fly before we sign, and then I'll be signing after I've heard Rob. Go ahead, Craig. Echo India 3 Fox Whiskey Mobile G4WNW for a final. Go ahead, Craig.
Suggested, which I bought, it works extremely well. I've got to find out how to program it with traffic, so that it can send me clear more, so that I can actually read it as a paragraph, something like that, or even just call signs, etc. It sends call signs, that's not a problem, but it doesn't send QSOs that I can see. Anyway, there we are. That's what it is. So, okay, have a good day, Eric. And Ernie is almost barely readable. I had to put the cans on to read him, and I was only reading 50%, 40% of what he was saying. So back to you, Bert, there. Time is pressing. G6JVX, G0VHU.
Yeah, G0VHU in the group, G6JVX. I found all that much. Thanks very much. Yeah, I might send for a paddle key and see how I get on with it. So I've got the straight key, but I'm tempted to buy one of these paddle keys. And the one I built, I don't know where that went. I've got an idea that may have gone to Wisbech, to their junk sale, because they used to have regular junk sales at Wisbech, the club, and I think I sent it over there. I'm not too sure. I know I took a lot of stuff over there one year. But of course they don't do it. Well, there'll be no rallies this year at all anyway, because they're dying out there, these rallies are. It's a pity really. We used to look for love to go to the rally. Anyway, enjoy your day, Eric, and enjoy your coffee at the cafeteria. You know what? I've not been in the cafeteria for the last 7 years since Jackie went. We used to go regular every week. We used to patronise the one on the market, and they have tables outside, especially during the summertime. And of course, they've got plenty of room inside as well. But we used to go there for a cappuccino. And they are lovely, they are, but I ain't been in the cafeteria since she died. Well, I can't see the point to really start me out, so I don't bother. I've been in the Griffin once or twice with Andrew and Hank, but then now you've got to sign into the blooming place as well. They've got an app, and he does it on his phone, but I ain't got that on my phone. So you have to clock in and sign in, and go and sit at the table, you have to put your mask on, and they come to the table and they bring you beer. You order your beer through the phone as well. It's a lot of blather, really. I don't know whether I should go down to Thornham this year. I'm debating whether to go. We've got a table for Christmas Day, and I don't know how things are going to stand with this virus. So I might decide to stay at home. I'll get myself a turkey crown and put that in the oven. I can lose myself on Christmas Day. It's only one day anyway. And then, of course, the shops and the stores are open on Boxing Day. Well, the stores are anyway. And these big furniture firms, they're open for business on Boxing Day. So it's only one day, really. So I might decide to stop at home because this virus is spreading. And it's getting a bit serious now. So I don't know. Because you go down to Thornham and you get a lot of people coming from different parts, or that's if they can travel, that is, I don't know. And you never know where you're going to pick the right virus up. And of course you've got to wear a mask every time you go down there. And even when you go to the toilet, you've got to put your mask on. And I thought, I'm not going down that road. So I don't know, I might decide not to go. I think that'll be disappointing if I don't, but I'm on the wrong age now to catch this flipping virus. So there we are. Anyway, around you, Ernie. M1PLW in the group, G6JVS.
F0, alright, please.
Yeah, right. Okay, I have to make sure I'm not double. No, right. Okay, Ernie, on all that, you're going right the way down now, Ernie. I can just detect you're on the radio, but I say I've got my SDR on, so I'm copying you on there, okay? But the signal is going way down. Oh, by the way, Rod, many thanks for that email. And I'll tell you what, Rod, that was very interesting, that is. I'll save that. And that video on this 10-watt business, the EMF and the EIRP, that was very interesting, that was. And also, I come across the video from Martin Lynch was on there as well. setting up the 7300, which I watched. It was late yesterday afternoon I came up here, and I watched that, and I reset the high pass filter and the low pass filter, what he suggested, which is I never altered that at all, because I was just both on dashes. So I set the high pass filter to 200 and the low pass filter to 2000, like he suggested, and that gets rid of a lot. Well, that increases or makes the audio a lot cleaner as well. So I've done that as well. So that was very good, that was, Rod. Thank you very much. I'm very pleased with that. D0M0RHB in the group, Jesus JVX.
Yeah, M0RHB, yeah. Well, I'm pleased you looked at it and you found it interesting. Regardless of your Christmas do, you could go still to a restaurant or a pub or a cafe. There ain't no restrictions with that. You ain't got no problem there. It's just how many people you have laid around. Regardless of your single lever, a dual lever other key, I use the Kent single lever. I'll just send you an email from Kent Engineering, and I was quite surprised at the price I was there. I paid 28 quid for mine a few years back at a rally in Kitmore with the Leeds in the building, and they're now asking for the same key, £87.50 plus VAT plus postage. So you're talking 100 quid. Right rip-off.
Sometimes I wonder where certain people have disappeared to. You're one of them. And there's a few other guys that are usually on around this frequency or a bit higher. They used to be on every morning and they've totally disappeared. So, Welsh guys. And I'm not sure what's happened or where they've gone or where they've moved or something drastic's happened. You've no idea. It happens all the time, doesn't it? Well, listen, I'm going to get out of here. I've got to go. Lovely to hear the pair of you. And Rob, if you're still there, if you want to give them a call, then go ahead and I'll vacate the frequency. And have a great day, everybody, and stay safe. From G4WNW.
Yeah, 73 Terry, and catch you later. 2E0 GGI listening, standing by.
What, you still, Rob?
Throwing things all over the floor at the moment, but yeah.
Yes, interesting comments. I think interesting comments both by Ray and yourself actually. And what John's just said just now is heading towards what Boris has always wanted, de facto, which is have herd immunity, hasn't he? And he's got very poor scientific evidence to support that. It doesn't work. It's highly dangerous, anecdotally, from this group of experts, as you say, John. And it's a bit of actual evidence-based research, isn't it? We're all, the experts, so-called experts, seem to be floundering to try and find some empirical research.
My goodness.
I don't know how they put up with it up in the Faroes and Iceland. It's 24 hours a day, darkness. I couldn't do it. Anyway, mind you, I can honestly say 24 hours a day light, it's absolutely fantastic. It really is. There's nothing like it. The only trouble is that you have difficulty going to bed. Anyway. So, right, okay then, I'll not ramble on. I'll pass it to you, Paul. You've got Stuart on. Everybody's 5'9" with me. And you're on the TS2000 again, I must get swapped over, get that Pro 3 back on. I'm still on the 1000 MP. So everybody's good signals. But Bob has